Alright, we're back at it with another video. What the fuck was it? Oh, that was nothing. I heard something. Alright. So I said that I was gonna make this type of video when I played Night Rain. I was gonna rank the character skills. Really quick video, you know what I'm saying? I'll just go down the list from worst to best. And at number 8, I have Recluse. Now, here's my problems with it. The skill isn't bad, it's creative, but my main big problem with it is the lack of iframes you get when you release the cocktail mix. So, you know, you absorb the different damage types. You can even grab a weapon and damage with the weapon, and it'll still be fine, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, there you go. But I hate that there's no iframes. Like, you don't have to give me iframes when I'm absorbing a spell. But if, like, you're making this shit, right? And they decide to not give her iframes when you release it, I don't like that because my brain's saying that I'm absorbing FP. But in reality, I'm trying to cast this long-ass animation and, you know, it just did not work out. Mind you, by the way, disclaimer, I'm talking about only solo. You know what I'm saying? If in multiplayer, Recluse is a top 1 character, I believe you. I want to believe you. You know, you might be 100% right, but I don't know. So, this is only solo. It's my cat kneading in the carpet. Number 7, Revenant. Look, you guys saw on the video I said I love using Revenant. She's super cool and fun, because it is cool and fun. But now that I think about it, compared to the other character skills where some of them are just broken, like Iron Eyes, you know, it's like, this shit kind of ass, because you summon these 3, you summon a page, you summon a Mad Pumpkinhead, and you summon one of them skeletons of the TV mirror or something. They can slam down when she hits her ult, and only when she uses her ult, they do like a special attack, where the page would like poke a bunch. He should not do that. It's a she. What she should do is use her crossbow, because I think she's holding one. So she should use that crossbow. I don't know why the fuck she's not using that crossbow, you know what I'm saying? The Pumpkinhead does like these spins that never connect, and then the Pumpkinhead shoots a Kamehameha laser, and it'd be like making enemies jump and shit, and it does not do the damage that it looks like it does. So it's not bad. Like, Recluses I don't like at all, but Revenants and higher, like, I like these skills. Like, they're not bad skills, but, you know, that's just how it is. Now, the next one I'm going to mention, if people say that Revenants is better, my cat, Sammy, if people say Revenants is better than the one I'm going to mention, I would totally, you know, I would see why you said that. But number 6, Executor. Now, I feel like this skill is extremely overhated. And the main thing that makes it overhated, let me back up a little bit. The main thing that makes it overhated, in my opinion, is like, people are like, oh, the sword does so much less damage and does not proc bleed or any status effects you have on it. You're 100% right. But the stance damage is there. The little skill follow-up thing, that damage is there. You get to move really fast out the way and all that stuff. You get to literally deflect almost everything, if not anything. You can deflect nuke attacks and shit. Like, it's actually hilarious. You can deflect everything. Not even Guardian can do that. Like, 100% all the damage deflected. So it has its value, but with Executor, like I played yesterday, recorded yesterday, I never touched this skill because here's the biggest problem with it. People are like, oh, the damage, this, and that. No, here's the biggest problem with this skill. The biggest problem with this skill is the problem of, what's it called? Is that it's too, like, let's say I'm fighting a Crucible Knight, and I don't know what it is, but it's like, damn. I spend like 3 minutes fighting him. When I first used Executor, I was like fighting the Night Lord at level 8 because I'd spend so much time trying to deflect. I understand if you're fighting like one of them end of day bosses, but when you're not and you're on a time crunch, you cannot just sit around and deflect everything they throw at you. Hopefully land a stance break, do mediocre damage. Like, no. Like, you know, time goes way quicker than that. So yeah, that's kind of my main drawback with Executor's skill. Next one, number 5, Guardian. Now listen, Guardian skill isn't bad. I mean, it does not really do the damage, but it does send like smaller enemies into the air, and like I get to charge heavy attack them, which is cool. Good skill. I don't really have nothing much bad to say about it, but it's not super excellent. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, Wilder. I put it above Guardian's skill. Oh well, you know, you can't really use Wilder's skill that much. First of all, you get to do the greatsword follow up. That tapping is, it's raining outside right now. You get to do the fire attack follow up and traversal and transportation. Like, you can jump massive distances instantly. It charges up extremely quickly. I think there's a relic where you can get like an additional use for it. Really good. Sammy, what are you doing? You looking at the AC? So yeah, that's kind of that. Number 3, Duchess. Now people, I don't see a lot of people bring this into question, but I really like Duchess's skill. I really like Duchess's skill because you get to do a bunch of damage. Cause like, this is how it works. You use the skill, and like the last 3 seconds of damage you did to the enemy will be copy pasted over, like 75% of it, not all of it. And what I like to do charge heavy attacks. I like to double proc status effects. I like to, any spells like Cannon of Haima, Shattering Crystal, the Comet spells that can just fry health bars fast. I like those. Or attacks that do a lot of stance damage fast, like a Starfist heavy attack. You go like boing, copy paste. That's like 47 stance damage, and then blink again, you're stance breaking everything. Damn, it's raining hard as fuck. Anyway, so yeah, I value any way to do a lot of damage quickly, because Duchess does not have an ult that does that, and if she did, that would be kind of broken. I'm gonna rank the ults soon. You know what I'm saying? Next on the list, number 2, Raider. Now, some people don't like his skill. I don't know why. His skill is really good when it comes to just not dying. When you hit the skill, you can take damage. You don't have iframes, but you can't die. It's impossible to die. Like, if you do that before like an attack that one shots, you will survive at 1 HP. Like Revenant's ult, where like, you know, for 12 seconds you can't die. Kind of like that. And if you take damage, it'll buff the attack and it'll make him do like some crazy, you know, high damage, high stance damage. Basically a second ult, you know, instantly right in front of you. You know, it has the range of Wilder's ult, which is not a lot, but if it does hit, it like staggers enemies. It's really good. I like it. And number 1, Iron Eye. You know, his bow method is already pretty good because you have infinite arrows. You get to pick enemies off at a distance. You do bonus damage headshot. But then you use the skill, which you get iframes. Like, he drags across the area. Like, he drags across the ground, and he gets iframes from that. So it's not like anything not OP. You get iframes from it. It's like an iframe dodge, and then when you hit an enemy with it, you mark them with this some mark. It's like, it looks like a plus sign. And when you do damage, any damage, god damn. You guys hear it? Raining hard as fuck. Anyway, when you do damage, any damage, it could be a thrusting sword, a dagger, and that'll count too. But any damage with the bow in their weak spot, it'll explode. It'll get more and more red, and then it'll just pop. And when it pops, it does lots of damage and stance damage instantly. And its ult does exactly that, you know, just in ult form. And you get to pick off from a distance, and Iron Eye is really good. Iron Eye's only problem is that he's frail, but it gets carried up because he sits back shooting his bow. So yeah, guys, there you guys have it. ranked all the Nightfarers skills. I don't think I didn't do that yet, so I thought this video was going to be pretty short, but it wasn't. When I rank the ults, I'm probably going to spend more time, especially talking about, you know, a specific character. I hope you guys can hear me well, because that's a lot of rain out there. You see Sammy looking over there. But yeah, that's kind of the video.